Hello and welcome to the next list. We're doing issue 21 of our Snoopy house build. Let's get going. Okay, as you can see, the sun is shining here today. We're going to be working more on this scene. Like I said, we always seem to be going to and fro a few scenes.
Yeah.
We're also going to need the Snoopy brother scene and the Easter scene because we're going to finish off the walls on that. But we don't put the bed in. We've got to do that later. So the bed we haven't put in, and it won't be on there when it comes to doing the sides because there's no point. It doesn't go in yet. It tells you that clearly. Okay, so we're going to be doing more on the patty scene.
Yeah.
In this one. So let's get going. Okay, so these are the parts, and there's quite a few bits in here. So what's the first things we need? Because we've got loads of bits in here.
Flowers and the pot for them.
Yeah, we're also going to need our screwdriver in this one.
Yeah, I've got that.
And we've got Snoopy.
Yeah. Snoopy with a flower.
With a flower. And we've got our flower box, which is here. And our flowers. Now, you wanted to know about these flowers, didn't you?
Yeah. Why on earth were we having to make flowers for other scenes
Let's put this in.
when they can clearly give us flowers already made and I don't have to have the hassle of trying to make them?
Right, they just get pushed in. And it goes like that. And then we get this bigger one that goes at the end. And they literally just...
Because it's out more than the rest, that's why.
I think it's because what she's doing. Now what I'm going to do is glue them because they're very loose.
Yeah, I don't want the cats knocking them out.
Like that. I think what's happening is she's watering them.
Yeah.
Outside. So, we got our screws as well. So let me do that. So
let me take that bit.
Right, and take those bits as well. So we need them.
Yeah.
All I need to know is, do we glue this on?
Good question.
Because that's going to obviously sit on there.
Yes,
Okay,
you do
lovely.
glue it on.
Okay, so what I'll do is
we don't have to faff around with it.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll glue just in there. And then this will sit in there. And it's instant, so it should just hold straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done that. Next, what we need
is
this one. Okay, and once again, it's got the T. So the T is going to represent the top. So we need this side. So basically, that's the top.
And then you've got to put some wallpaper up.
Yeah. So basically, we know where the top is. So it says to put it against the top here, like that. Yeah. Like that. And then obviously that will go in. Yeah. And then we glue it. Yeah, we glue it in. So glue the back pegs in like that, and then this will just stick on like that. Yeah. And then we've got the sidewalls to go on.
Yes, but you don't glue
No,
those.
we don't glue the sidewalls. So once again, we've got these tabs. They're going to go on the outside. So once again, we need to just push that together like that. So that sort of sits on. And then this one as well, which is going to sit on these tabs here. There we go. So that is all going to sit on just like that, making sure those two tabs are on the...
And then we need to glue Snoopy on.
I can't believe I've done that. What have I done? What have I done? Right, hang on. Yeah. That's because when it comes to putting in the box, the outside of this box, it then secures it in. So Snoopy on next, yeah?
Yes, he has to be glued in.
Okay, yeah. So we'll put a little glue around his tab.
Yeah.
And then...
providing you can find the tab.
Yeah, it's there, I can see it. And there he goes. So we just need to push it down a little bit. There we go.
And then that is it for that scene for now.
Okay, lovely. So hang on. Let me just pan up a little bit. There we go. So there we go. So obviously she will go in.
Yeah, she's still not to be glued
She's still not
yet.
to be glued in yet, but she will sit like that. So she's sort of, well, she's watering a dog.
Wow.
But anyway, so yeah, that's how that goes. It looks really good. But yeah, like you were saying, Kirsty, why have they supplied plastic ones when they wanted us to do these paper ones?
I know.
Which is fair enough. I know about the crafting aspect of it and stuff like that, but it just, yeah, it just
plastic
is.
ones would be a lot easier for me.
Yeah. But that's all now set and glued in, so we need to move on to our next one. Yeah, I'm moving that one to a side.
Take those.
We've got the two here.
And then our Easter and bed scene.
Yep, so we've got the two sides here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we've got to glue down the edges on both of these sides. So I'm going to do that. So just running the glue up and down the edges. And we do that on both sides. Just along the edge. So this one here was going to sit like that. So it has to go in.
Yeah, you have to make sure you get it in the right place.
Yep, and onto the little
because you then have to screw
hooks.
it in at the bottom.
So basically it goes in that way. So this one goes, there's a bottom hook and there's the two hooks on the side there. I don't know how well this is. You probably you can actually see it really well actually. So it goes in and lift and then just sort of push down like that.
There we go.
There we go.
And then you've got to do the two screws down.
Yeah, so the furthest ones, the ones further down, are the ones we screw.
Right in the bottom.
Yeah. So there are, hang on a second.
Glued
There,
it to the mat.
yeah, I nearly glued it to the mat. So there are ones right down there. That's where our screws go. These top ones are used to screw down the roof section. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So and it goes all the way down. There we go. And then we just not only that, it secures it down. There we go. So once this is screwed in, it's not gonna
go anywhere.
No, the box isn't anyway. So this is the other one. No, have to make sure it's right on there. No, it keeps moving. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that anyway. So that is now secured up. Now once again, we haven't got the bed or anything in there yet because it tells you not to glue it in. Because there is more detail to add to this side. Now we have been, if you're keeping track, I think this is like the 4th or 8th.
It's been touched a lot of times.
Yes, we made the bed quite early on. Well, we actually made the little cookie thing first. Then we put the thing in. Then we had to make. Then in another issue we had to make the plants. Then in another issue we made the bed. Then another issue we then got the Snoopy brothers in 2 issues. We got. Yeah. Then we had the bedding in 1 issue.
Yeah.
And then since then, we've sort of touched it on and off. It's not like this scene, which we completed, and other scenes.
Or a lot of the other scenes.
That one we're still working on, so I don't know why they've left it. But I do like these little boxes.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're nice little boxes, these, aren't they?
Keep it all nice and contained.
Yeah, it means... Well, it's obviously because you can slide them out and slide them back in. So they're designed to be taken in and out quite a bit, but they're quite solid. Once they've been screwed in.
Remember, they've got a lid to go on.
Yeah,
as well.
Once they've been screwed in, the lid will have lights on because I think all the scenes have lights.
Yeah.
They have like LEDs above them, so they all light up. Which is another thing as well. That's a bit interesting. which is, I know these can be taken out and turned round. How are they powered?
I don't know.
Do they all have their own battery box? Because I can't see that myself.
No.
But
I've not thought about that part.
yeah, I've only just thought about it just this second. I was like, oh, they do have all lights on. I know the main one has, but
it looks like they've all
got lights. You can see it on there. So is the roof? No, because they're all in purpose boxes.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the lights are hardwired. No, they're not hardwired because what I mean is the bits that we slide this into, obviously these boxes that we're going to make to put them all in, and they're all obviously individual bits that we put the boxes in. So we slide them into other boxes. So is the lights going to be along there, inside those bits? We're going to find it out because we haven't actually got that far yet.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think, how we're going to power this.
How you think it's going to be powered?
We know some of the lights have little touch switch like the lamps and stuff.
Yeah.
And we know the Snoopy sign, the Peanuts sign, because we've done that, and that's got a wire. Because we tested it. Let us know how you think this is going to be powered.
Yeah.
Because I
don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah, and would you want to? I mean, there's 38 boxes. Are you going to?
You're not going to want to
turn on
take
everything.
them all out and put them all on.
I don't know what's. That's going to be interesting.
Take them all out and put them all off.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Okay, so anyway, we've done the box on this one, and we've also put together
some more on that one.
On that one. So, if I can bring it up slowly. There we go.
Just be careful. Until
she's gone on. She's done a Burton.
Don't worry.
Right, she's gone off on one. Right.
She don't like being there.
No, well, not at the moment. I don't blame her. She's not.
She's lonely.
She's not really there at the minute. But anyway, okay. So thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know how you think this is going to be powered.
Yeah. Because
we haven't got to that point yet. You know, we've made all these scenes. Not one of them has got a ceiling section yet.
No.
Maybe we'll get one soon. We'll find out. And obviously we'll see you in the next video. So take it easy, guys.
Tune into the channel. Nexus is the name. All the hardest content. You'll never be the same. Laughs and thrills, excitement.